Live now to Hong Kong, CNN's Kristie Lu Stout. I guess we now have the situation that I guess the insults are getting a little more civil. They called the Australians immature, didn't they, last night?
Yeah, and I'll bring up the statement for you in just a moment. And here we have more nations joining America's diplomatic boycott of the upcoming Beijing Winter Olympic Games. And China is saying, again, it opposes the politicization of sport and that these officials were never invited in the first place. Now, on Wednesday, we heard from the British Prime Minister. He announced an effective diplomatic boycott of the Games. So the UK is now joining Canada, Australia, and the United States in this diplomatic boycott. This is not a full boycott. Athletes from these countries will still be able to take part and to participate in the Games. It means that the government officials won't take part in, say, the opening ceremonies of the Beijing Olympic Games due to take place in about just 2 months' time. It was on Monday earlier this week when the Biden administration formally announced its diplomatic boycott, citing human rights abuses in China, including the charge that China is committing genocide in Xinjiang, a charge that China vehemently denies. And China, in response, said that the United States will pay the price. It also said that there will be resolute countermeasures. It also had a response to the UK's decision. Let's bring up the statement for you from the Chinese embassy in the UK saying this, quote, "The Beijing Winter Olympics is a gathering of Olympic athletes and winter sports lovers across the world. It's not a tool of political manipulation for any country. Making an issue out of the presence of government officials at the Beijing Winter Olympics is, in essence, a political smearing campaign," unquote. And we also have this from China's embassy in Canada in response to Canada's announcement that it too is taking part in a diplomatic boycott. This statement saying, quote, "Based on ideological biases as well as lies and rumors, Canada and a handful of Western countries have been flagrantly engaged in political maneuvering with the attempt to disrupt the smooth progress of Beijing Olympic and Paralympic Winter Games." And finally, John, I just want to stop for a moment and just compare where we are now to where we were 13 years ago. John, you were there as a correspondent in Beijing covering the Summer Olympic Games in the run-up to the Beijing Olympic Games in 2008. And we covered Countdown Beijing together. Here's a photograph back then, 2008, of then U.S. President George W. Bush. He is with his father, the former President H.W. Bush, who was also an honorary captain for the American Olympic team. And between them, Yang Jiechi, who was then the foreign minister of China. They're there. Watching the Games, there was no diplomatic boycott. 13 years ago, China was under intense criticism and intense scrutiny for its treatment of Tibet, and yet there was no diplomatic boycott. That's seen there in very stark contrast to where we are now with the Beijing Olympic Winter Games just 2 months away. Back to you, John.
Yeah, it was very much a different time, I guess, back then, and China seemed to have a very different attitude towards the rest of the world. But we now hear from the IOC president, Thomas Bach, weighing in on the diplomatic boycotts and concern over the Chinese tennis star Peng Shuai. What's he saying?
That's right. We heard overnight from the IOC president. He said two things. In regards to the diplomatic boycotts, he downplayed them. He said it's a political decision. It's not going to be affecting the athletes. And in regards to the case of Peng Shuai, the Chinese tennis star, he defended his organization's handling of the case. It has been over a month since Peng Shuai posted that explosive Me Too allegation accusing a very powerful man, a former vice premier, of forcing her to have sex with him. There was a period of time she was missing for a few weeks, and then she appeared in a series of state media clips, photographs, and videos, and also reappeared in a video chat, 2 video chats that took place that IOC took part in, even though the video from that video chat in a detailed transcript was never released. All we got was a still photograph and a statement from that. What we heard from Thomas Bach, he defended the handling of the case. He did say that Peng Shuai is in a, quote, fragile situation, but did not mention the sexual assault allegation. Back to you.
Kristie, thank you. Good to have you with us as always. Thank you so much. Kristie Lu Stout live for us in Hong Kong.